right, welcome back, welcome. So today in this video, I'm going to be going over all the things I bought in Japan. Frankly, I did not come home with suitcases of stuff, mostly because I'm trying not to be a materialistic person, and also when I travel around a lot, it's kind of hard for me to travel with all of this stuff. So kept it really minimal, but I really wanted to buy stuff in Japan since it is cheaper and you do get things somewhat at like a discounted price. I know in 2026 they will no longer be doing tax-free just because they're trying to cut down on the tourism because there is so many people going there. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to share what I got and maybe in comparison to what the price would have been here in the US. Okay, first things first, obviously I had to get a watch, okay? I got a Casio World Time watch, obviously, because I've actually wanted one for so long. And since I was traveling across the world, I felt like it made sense to get one that was world traveling because this kind of opened up my view in terms of me wanting to travel as much as possible and really go for it. So I got a Casio World Time watch. Casio is a huge thing in Japan. They see it as a cultural thing. There's a lot of people wearing G-Shocks and Casios. It's like a staple piece there, mostly because it's just a part of their culture. You know, it's kind of where it originated. And there was this like big G-Shock watch in Shibuya with the crossing, and I saw it and it was really cool. So the culture around G-Shock over there is like mad. So definitely go and buy yourself a Casio or a G-Shock of some sort. I know they're owned by the same brand, but like, you know, go get one over there because it's basically like the home base for that kind of stuff. But yeah, you'll see everyone and their mom like wearing Casios. It's actually really cool. Next thing that I got that I really wanted to pick up was a traveler's notebook. And this is the passport size. Obviously, I wanted to keep it small. I want to keep it lightweight, you know, really just trying to be minimal as possible. But these things go for like $40 in the US. And I think I got it for like either 25, maybe 30 in Japan. I also bought like a little sleeve so I can stick stuff in there and like cards and stuff, but it comes with a notebook and everything like that. But yeah, I wanted one for so long. I've had versions of this traveler's notebook, but I've never had an actual traveler's notebook. So it was my time to get it once I found that they had these notebooks. And I actually might do a review on it because I literally love it so much. It's my pride and joy. But yeah, so definitely going to be taking this around when I do my travels for sure. So while I was in Korea was actually the first stop before any of the Japan stuff. For those of you guys who watched my series, I stopped in the Kodak store and I picked up a little Kodak pouch. It is a color block pouch. It is literally the coolest pouch I've literally ever seen in my life. And so naturally I had to get it because Kodak brand is literally so expensive. But I only got this pouch for like, I don't know, $17. I keep an extra camera battery for this camera in here. But yeah, literally, and it has an inside pocket, and then it has like one main pocket and like a really nice zipper with a leather pull on it. This pouch I love this pouch so much. It's just the coolest pouch I've ever owned in my life. Mostly because it's like the color blocks and I love the color blocks, but also like you can hang it on stuff, clip it to something, and mostly just store whatever you need to store in here. I kept my coin pouch. I kept it as a coin pouch in here, so I put all my coins from Korea and Japan in here. That is, until I found this wallet, okay? So this is a wallet that I got It is a traveler wallet, essentially. This is like all of the wallets that they have, that they use over there. I got this wallet because it was tall enough for like really big bills. When you're traveling around, sometimes the currency is taller than others. Like US money is pretty slim in terms of like width. So like Japan is kind of like up here. So I didn't have to, but I wanted to get a wallet that kind of fit more currencies than the wallet that I had, which was only for American or like Canadian. Yeah, so I wanted one that could fit that and could have all my traveler cards and all of my other stuff in here. It also has a whole coin pouch for me. So everyone knows that I love picking money up off the street, and I need some place to put it. So now I have this coin pouch that I use, and it is super fun, super nice, and I love it. Yeah, it is a bigger size wallet, and it is pretty thick, but it comes with like a lot of sentimental. I got it in Japan. It's got the Italian flag on it because I'm Italian. I love that little part. It's like just a little bit. It's just like just enough. Yeah, it was made in Japan, but leather from Italy. So this is really cool and really special to me. And so I love it very, very much, especially the coin pouch because I use the coin pouch so much. So this was an interesting one. I actually didn't buy this. This was actually given to me. Haley and I were walking to, I don't even remember where we were. Literally 17 days is a long time to be traveling. But we were walking out of this like mall, and there was these like college, high school kids wanting, people to come in to like, it was like a little craft kind of store. And what they were doing was they were practicing their English. And by practicing their English, they were also teaching us how to do like symbols. So they wrote my name in Japanese, and they gave us a fan out of it, really for free. They also gave us like cookies, like these really cool cookies that were wrapped. Also, right here, so they taught us calligraphy, so Japanese calligraphy. So this is dragon in Japanese. So I thought that was really, really cool. So I hung it up. But that's also something that they gifted us and that they showed us. So they were just kind of all working on their English and like trying to learn how to communicate, which I thought was so cool. Yeah, I really loved that for sure. It was just spectacular. And they were so fun too. They were funny and they were just so nice. That's just everybody in Japan though. They're like, everyone's nice and will like help you with anything that you need. I had no help buying these pants, literally. So I got these in Korea because everyone in Korea literally had pants. Nobody wore shorts. It was like crazy how nobody wore shorts. But I got these. I don't really know what brand this exactly was. Oh, yeah, it is. It's called 8 Seconds. And it's like a Korean brand. It's kind of like a Forever 21, I want to say, in Korea. But they're very light, airy kind of cargo pants, and it's very in right now. But yeah, so I picked up these pants. These are like, I want to say 20. These are $20. Maybe it was 17. I don't know. I never paid like more than like 20 for like clothes. So I got a pair of pants, and these are honestly my favorite pants because in the summer, because literally like the wind goes right through them. Very breezy. They're very light. So I do love these pants. They're amazing for summer vibes. Keeping on the topic of clothes, there were so many Uniqlos around, so I obviously had to stop in a few of them and look around to see what we could find. And I found the most perfect tank tops. So as a masked lesbian, I literally struggle to find tank tops where it doesn't really show my sports bra. And these tank tops literally just they like cut right down the arm. Doesn't show anything. And it's like really, really cool. And I've been looking for something like this. So Uniqlo has great tank tops. I got a white and a black one to just go with everything basically. I think together these were like, I want to say like $14. Like I say, it's cheaper over there, but like it's only like $5 cheaper depending on what you get. And sometimes they let you do the whole like tax thing, and sometimes they don't. Or you have to go to the airport and they have to get you the exchange money back. It's just like a whole thing. But yeah, so it really depends on how it works there. But stopped at Uniqlo, got some tank tops, which was great because I actually was sweating, and I actually wore some in my videos. I actually wore these because it was just so hot over there in the summer. Super, super hot. And lastly, the most fun and the most important is I got 2 point-and-shoot digital cameras. I got these in Tokyo. This was the first day, and I actually ended up getting a discount on them, which I don't really know if they were much of a discount because I saw this point-and-shoot in another store and it was less money, but whatever. I mean, there's so many camera stores, and you never really know until you go or buy something and you like are looking at something else and you're like, oh hey, I just bought that and it's cheaper or whatever. It happens. You just have to know your prices, but even then, like it's just like a few dollars more, like whatever. But I got a Fujifilm FinePix Z2, and it is literally the cutest little digital point and shoot, and it's got a sliding thing. The issue is that this is in like full Japanese, but it's okay because I can manage it and I can, do stuff, but I can only take about, I think it's like 6 or 7 photos on this because the card, it didn't come with a card at first. It comes with a XD picture card. These are super expensive here in the States. Like I'm talking about, these cards go for $60 for like, I don't know, like 16 megabytes. Like it's expensive. This is not even 16. This is, oh yeah, it is 16 megabytes. So I got that for $7. So, but yeah, so the guy at the camera shop, it was a used camera shop. He gave me chargers, and I went and bought the SD card because it didn't come with an SD card, which I thought it just took a regular SD card, but it didn't. So then I had to figure it out. But luckily there were other camera shops around and they had some of these. There's only one store that actually had them and carried them. But yeah, so Fujifilm FinePix, these actually take spire photos because it's like 3 megapixels. I think it's 3.2 megapixels. So it takes really low quality photos, but it's actually so good and I actually love it so much. I always wanted like a Fujifilm, so now I have a Fujifilm. Then I have a Lumix. Always wanted a Lumix brand camera too, so now I have it. Mostly because they have the Leica signed lens. I always thought that was the coolest thing. So this is a 7-point-something megapixel camera. Also really good. This is actually better than the FinePix one because it can actually take video and it can actually take any kind of SD card, like regular SD card, which is great. But yeah, so I am absolutely obsessed with both of these cameras. However, this battery dies pretty fast, but this one stays charged, so I'm actually like obsessed with this camera. It's one of my favorites, actually. But yeah, so I am very happy with these purchases. Both of them together, I think, was like $200, so it was like $100 for each, which literally is insane if you're coming from the States and you're getting 2 fully functional working cameras. It's quite a bargain. Love the point and shoots. It was probably the favorite part in terms of like material items. I probably will never sell them because I got them in Japan and they're just special to me now. Those are all the things that I got in Japan and Korea. Like I said, again, it is cheaper relatively. I was looking at some like used but newer cameras. They were probably like $100 off, which at that point, if you looked at Amazon and you bought a used camera from Amazon, it would roughly be the same price. So it's a give or take. I have Amazon Prime, so obviously I'm just gonna get it off of Amazon at that point. But it all depends on like what you want, how bad you want it, how much money you have saved up and stuff. But I was perfectly happy with just my 2 cameras, and I was just gonna figure out all the other stuff later. Again, you kind of just have to know your prices. Sometimes there's Wi-Fi, so you can kind of compare it online, but it kind of depends because if you use Google on Wi-Fi, it'll be like in Japanese, so, and Japanese prices. So it all depends. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know which one thing is your favorite. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Enjoy life. Live it up.